Hey gardeners, this is going to be my July tour 2025. So this is the backyard, and I have clover in the grass. That's what you see in the grass. And we've had a bit of a dry spell and one thunderstorm. So I have had to water the veggie garden beds a lot this month. Not so much the perennial beds, just the things that I've switched around, like these shrubs here and anything that I bought that was new. Okay, so I'll start on this side, which is usually the opposite way that I normally go. So these two pots, I have tomatoes and some annuals planted in them. I just change that up every year. Here I have an ivory halo dogwood, and it has the red stems in the winter. Behind it I have a Zephyrin Druin climbing rose, and there's the robin mama with its babies. I don't know if you can see. She's used to me now. The Zephyrin Druin rose was eaten by rabbits this year, so I didn't really get a lot of blooms, to be honest. Here I have some coneflower and my recently transplanted 9-bark. It's not really putting on any growth. I think it's just focusing on root development, because that's supposed to get about 6 feet. So it's gonna be really big. Okay, maybe not that big, sorry. But like it's gonna get like this. And then these in front of it, they're just lilies. Something candy, I believe it's called. I've got some sedums and a hen and chick. Some grass that's barely making it. Some lime heuchera, and I think fire alarm heuchera. Jack Frost Brennera. A little bit of nepeta there. This is a new plant for me. It's a blanket flower. And I know that mostly this looks kind of weedy, and that's because I moved around all of the shrubs, and so I was like walking on areas and things kind of got damaged. I had to move a bunch of perennials, and so nothing's really growing profusely. It's just like everything is just reestablishing itself. Behind there you can see a new plant. It's a Setsuko clematis, and I have another clematis down there, the blue one. Heavy metal grass is new as well. I just put some lamian down there that I borrowed from a different part of the garden. I've got some right here. It's like a salvia, and then you'll see here I've left the seed heads on the lupins. So, because I am seeing like baby lupins everywhere. I think it's because I seeded this area. And there's another echinacea back there, and some phlox that, again, just establishing itself. I have some not dianthus, what do they call it? Some delphinium. I'm letting it go. This one go to seed, so that the seeds will drop, and then they can, I don't know, maybe reseed themselves. I've left the seed heads on this as well. It's Penstemon Midnight Masquerade. It's got like a bit of a darker leaf. Normally in full sun the leaf would be purple, but I'm only in part sun here, so it's kind of got like this two-tone effect. And I've got some Prima Angelina sedum, a heuchera that I think some leaf cutter bees are taking bites of it, or maybe something else. And I have a blue star juniper and my autumn frost hosta there. I have some more salvia that finished blooming, so I chopped down the spent blooms and hopefully something else will flush, but it never has in the past. It's only ever done one bloom, so I just leave the foliage there, and hopefully this Carl sedum here and this phlox in front of the penstemon will eventually take and be bigger and bloom for something in this area. Right here we have some echinacea, more of the daylily. I have some bee balm here. That leaf looks so pretty. And Palmernaria, wildberry heuchera, and artemisia. This is the one that's very, very soft to the touch. Okay. This is just a mountain boxwood that I tucked in there. I got some phlox there, I think it's a white color. This is like a bright pink color phlox. And some more heucheras. This is all budded up as well. And it is a black-eyed Susan. This is the laced up elderberry that is struggling since its move, and like I feel like this is dead. So I will cut it down back here to what I see as growth there. I have some astilbe here. It's bridal veil, it's finishing up. I have dark side of the moon right there. More Jack Frost Brennera, some Hakonocloa grass. Oh, this is it's loving its life here. It's got a beautiful red color heuchera here. Autumn Frost hosta, and my yellow ribbon arborvitae. And my pansies are doing okay. I had to cut off this side though because they look dead. But I like that it's kind of sideways like that. So this is the north facing border, and it only gets late afternoon sun until now, which is like 3:30. That's it. Hardly gets any sun, but it's doing okay. And heavy clay soil that I've amended 2 years in a row with some triple mix and then compost, but you know, it is what it is. So this is the east facing border. And so I'll start here. Oh, this looks so pretty. Look at that. So that's just a Japanese painted fern. And we have all of these are reseeding themselves so much. It's columbine, and I had like a tiny little plant, and it's just kind of repeating itself throughout the border, which is fine, but it's a little aggressive. Like you can see it all through there. A couple heucheras. This is all budded up. Firelight hydrangea. It's a little leggy because again I don't get 6 hours sun here. Down here I have little pansies there. Some heuchera, again my Jack Frost. So it's all repeat here, which I like. I like repeats, especially whenever we have the black-eyed Susans showing. They really pop with their bright yellow. I do have some scarlet bee balm in the back. I have another 9 bark that's struggling because I bumped it. I moved it from like here to here. And I have a new hosta called Canadian Blue. There's some bee balm. it's all finished, the blooming. So I'm gonna come around and deadhead. You can see with some of the stumps there, I already deadheaded some. And sometimes I'll get another flush, but honestly, there's not really enough sun here to get a second round of bloom, so I might get like 1 or 2, but that's it. And I have another heuchera and then a sedum here with like this bluish tinge purple, and that's gonna flower pink soon. And then I have some more, oh, well, I don't know why it's not doing so well here, but I always split off of this, and it's the wildberry heuchera that I have in the garden. It all came from this one, and I think I've like devastated it. It's also been frying, and I'm not sure why. It definitely doesn't get enough sun to fry. So the ones behind it are the gumdrop, I believe, heuchera variety, and they're similar in kind of purple. But yeah, they're a little bit struggling just because of the transplant, so that's okay. I just need to give it time, just because I made so many changes this spring. This as well has been transplanted just this year. I'm glad it bloomed and didn't have mites on it like it did in previous years, those Rosetta mites. Another Pulmonaria. This only blooms in the morning, and then the blooms fade by the late afternoon. So it's spiderwort, and it's called Kate. I always forget this because I always want to say Kiss Me Kate, and it's Sweet Kate spiderwort. It's got really purple, rich purple flowers. And oh, hi bud, Squirrel Chaser Coco. So we have some Black-Eyed Susans again, and then here, these two. So this is our Dappled Willow, and it does need a trim. So I'm going to, I kind of just like, you can kind of see where the circle is, right? Like that's where it is. I'm gonna cut off all of those extra stems. Just grows like crazy. And I mean, you're supposed to like let it, because it's supposed to have this wild look, but I like it a little tidier. And also to give sunlight to some of my other shrubs. And this one is a honeysuckle. It's called Mandarin honeysuckle. It was really pretty when it was in bloom. It was like this orange. Oh, I think there's like one left. This orange bloom. Doesn't look that great when it's done. Oopsie. But it's okay. It's covering an ugly fence. That's the point. So this is it's a Weigelia, and it's something Wine Shine from Proven Winners, and it has glossy leaves, and it's supposed to be all this color. But again, I'm not in full sun, so now it's, it's two-tone. Yeah, it's variegated, so whatever, it's fine. But I would highly recommend, if you want your purple shrubs to be full purple, you really need 6 hours of sun or more. There is a heuchera there that was transplanted and just needs time to survive. And this right here is some more Artemisia, but it's like the kind that spreads a lot really fast. And I don't know, I had to pull out a lot of it this year, so now it's kind of more toned down. Popped in a heuchera back there because there was a shrub back there. It was my azalea, but I got rid of it because it wasn't doing too well, and it was always getting the buds were always getting eaten by I think squirrels, and I don't know, it just wasn't, I wasn't loving it. And this is an echinacea that it does have Rosetta mites, so you can't tell right now, but because I've been cutting them off. Every time I see something that's a little wonky, like this one's a little wonky, and so this tells me it probably has Rosetta mites inside here, like microscopic bugs, mites that suck out, I guess, the juices, I don't know, the life source of the rosetta. So this one's a mess. Yeah, this one definitely has it. And so you have to pinch that off and throw it in the garbage. And I should do it to this one as well. It's so sad. So they have to be symmetrical. If the rosetta and the petals are not symmetrical, then you have rosetta mites, and you need to get rid of that particular bud. Okay, so I have my 2 hostas here. They're Abiqua drinking gourd hostas. This is the one I recently split off from that one, and yeah, it doesn't look great, and it won't look great until next year. And it'll look like that next year, so it'll be fine. I'll have to move these most likely. But yeah, oh, Jacob's ladder doesn't look that great. It's mostly a spring plant, but it looks great in the spring. It has blue flowers. It's really nice. This is a limelight hydrangea, more bee balm, Admiral white phlox, tall phlox. Back here I have, oh, it's not growing up. It's supposed to grow up. There. It's euonymus, and I think it's called Emerald Gaiety. I have some more black-eyed Susans, heuchera, some lamian that flowers purple, just not right now for whatever reason. Some more of the Artemisia, random annuals, because this guy, my original pulmonaria died, and so I took a baby off of a large one on the other border, and I put him there. So he's just starting out. Let me just back up here. So this is the south-facing border, and the really big shrub here is a smoke bush, and I let it smoke this year, but honestly it didn't have that many. It didn't have that many because, again, it's not in full sun. It's also turned it. It was full purple. All of its new growth was full purple, but now that it's late June, it's doing that two-tone thing where it's kind of like purple green. Underneath here we have some more honeycloa grass and some heucheras, more of that bee balm. I think it's bee you believe, and some. This is doing a lot better. You know, these pansies, or violas I should say, these violas are supposed to die after 3 years, but I think they keep reseeding themselves or something, because they keep coming back, so I'm pretty impressed. What I'm not impressed with is the tick seed I bought, and I do deadhead them, but it's getting more and more scarce. This tick seed used to be like all the way wrapped around where that rock is and everything, and it's just, no, it's not happening anymore. So I think it was like a zone 5 USD, which barely makes it for us. So this is my new Anna's Magic Ball, like globe cedar. I have a peony here. Behind it I put in brand new divided up tall phlox. So that's just like getting established. Might only bloom a little bit this year. A new variety of euchera. It's called I Spy. I really like it. It's different. I like collecting like all the heucheras. So yeah, I did keep my endless summer hydrangea. I think that I kept saying, remember in the spring, I don't know if you follow my videos, but I was like, man, this thing, like, you have to baby it so much. In the winter you have to cover it with everything, and pull its stems down to the ground, and then make sure there's snow on top of it, and all this protection. And it's like, is it worth it? Well, yeah, it's kind of worth it. It's been blooming for this whole month, and it's got some blue blooms and some light pink and some deep pink and some like two-tone. I'm like, yeah, kind of is worth it. So it's a zone 5, and it's supposed to bloom on old wood and new wood, and it is. It's blooming on some old wood. It was hard to keep the stems alive. I lost a lot. Like, that's how long all my stems were past the winter, but they all died back to like there, except for this one and this one. Still though, it's pretty good. so I'll keep it. Some more heuchera, and then this is new silver lining artemisia. And then here I've got some tall phlox that's like really fuchsia. Yeah, that's really bright. Because, and right before this phlox was blooming, I did have on both sides of it some Midnight Masquerade Penstemon. And back here I had some, oh my gosh, delphinium. And then of course, because the delphinium will likely die out, I also, that same tall white phlox that I split last fall, I put some here too. It's very, very tall, that phlox. So I was hoping to replace all the areas, the back of the garden that needed something tall because there was no shrub. Here is my Moonglow juniper, and I've actually staked it to straighten up because it tends to curve towards the fence. So I'm trying to straighten it this year. I should have done it since it was a baby, so I don't know if it's even gonna work, but we'll see. And here's some more phlox. And here, oh, cocoa bean. Here is my, it's so finicky this, I don't know why, okay? It's an incredible hydrangea. It's supposed to be amazing and sturdy stems, and you can cut it all the way back, or you can cut it just a bit, or you don't even have to cut it. This is like insanely large bloom, and then this one's like, I don't know what's happening here. What is this, right? Like, and then the stems, right? The stems grow from where you cut it, okay? And then look at this one. So it grew, and then it split in the same year, because I didn't cut it here. It split off and made these little ones. I don't know. It's just never done that before. It's usually just, you know, one stem, one bloom. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's pretty though. It's graceful. Also graceful are these Veronica Speedwell. I know that the blooms are practically done, but you get the sense. And when they were in their prime, it was just really stunning. I had some white ones here. I cut off the blooms, so you cut these off, and then more will grow. So I have white and purple here. There used to be pink. I think it died, or I think it's actually, yeah, it's right here. That's the pink one. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, Boulder Blue Fescue, that again is okay. Just okay. Some more repeats. Oh, this one. I was hoping it would be ready for today, but no, I guess not. Oh wait, there's a bee in there. Buddy. Okay, so I'm glad that the bees like it in there, at least. Okay, yeah, this is a salmon, I think it's called. Sunseeker salmon, echinacea, and it's really pretty once it's bloom. We've got a thuja here. It's Fire Chief. It's supposed to have a lot more red tinge to it, but again, not enough sun. And oop, there. Now I have, if you ever seen my other videos, this was actually a shrub, and I've turned it into a standard. It's sand cherry, and it's got, it's part of the rose family, and so guess what loves eating it? Japanese beetles. And that's why you see, get out of here, buddy. Yeah, I haven't really been fighting them off properly. I've just been flicking them, which obviously does nothing. I know I'm supposed to put them in soapy water, but it doesn't kill the plant. It just, from up close, you know, makes them look ugly, but from far back, can't tell. So, I got some more tall phlox here that's gonna bloom later. I'll have to do, in 2 weeks from now, I'll have to do a phlox tour, because that's when all my phlox is actually gonna bloom. I have some campanula here, also known as balloon flower, and it does bloom a double. It's supposed to bloom a double like this. It was made that way, man-made that way, but normal campanulas are just a single. Beautiful. Yeah, so by deadheading, I can't seem to, oh yeah, I can just pop them off like that. Yeah, I was trying to pull on this, so I'll just use my nail. If you have a good nail, you can just pop them off, and then hopefully they'll make new blooms down the ways. So that's a new-ish plant for me. Behind it I have my rose mallow. It's like those disc plate hibiscus that are hardy here in this zone. Love that. Around it I have my salvia. You can't see it, but it's there for whenever it blooms, like before this grows, because this takes so long to grow. Behind it I have the Siberian irises, and then a regular a beer tongue iris back there to give some like height of foliage. And here on this one and this one I have clematis. This one's the blue one. This one has white and purple, but neither are blooming right now. I wish there was a clematis that happened to be blooming right now. I think it's like a deep purple, and I just haven't bought it yet. It's very like aggressive, the one I'm thinking of. It's like something I think that would look great though, if it was on its own trellis, like here or here. Yeah, so some more Penstemon finishing their blooms. The bees love them. A couple pansies, and then all my sedums. And I tried to transplant this. Don't know if it was a great idea. Pretty foliage, but it's looking like dead right now. I got some more lupins. I got a dianthus there. It's pretty. Oh, there's some phlox blooming early in this shaded area. Surprised. Weird. Oh, look how pretty this is. This is double scoop strawberry coneflower. It's so cool. And then the Veronica Speedwell behind it. That's a really pretty combo. Look at that bumblebee, just loving it. And a little sedum right there. I'm gonna spin around. Boop, 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 boop. My pulmonaria is finally getting some traction. Gosh, it's been like over a month. It just won't grow back fast enough. And then this, I don't know. It's climbing a false hydrangea, and it got devastated by spider mites and something else eating it, and it's just not bouncing back. The other false climbing hydrangeas, it's doing okay. It's also getting eaten by, I don't even know. I haven't really had time to investigate that, but we've got Banana Bay hosta here, first frost hosta there, another Japanese painted fern, a couple of heucheras that I've now given up on the names. And then here I've got a little bucket of sedums here for the front yard that I'm propagating. And I have, oh, this is looking its best year. Okay, this is also a smoke bush, but it is a dwarf variety that they made. I just love it. And it's a big lime heuchera, some more coneflower, a euonymus, a golden euonymus, midnight sun woodjala. Awesome colors. So beautiful. So this is, weirdly enough, this is called dragon's blood sedum. It doesn't look anything like dragon's blood because it's green with pink flowers. But I guess in other, I don't know, this is full sun, so I don't know what is happening, but it's definitely only the new growth that is red. Okay, so when you buy it at the store, it's all like new growth and it's like bright red sedum. Well, it's not like that. Oh, I just put this in. It's agastaki, and it does flower orange. It kind of looks like a salvia because behind it, this is butterfly weed, and it's never done well here. And I just don't, I think it's like on its last legs, and I just really want orange here. So I got the agastaki and I cut it down so that the roots would establish, and then it'll flower like maybe later, or it'll just flower next year, and that's fine because it's new. I've got some grasses back there. Is Japanese bloodgrass, and it's so pretty up against the cedar globe, right? That's so nice. Oh yeah, and again, my usual penstemons there that I split off and put everywhere. This is called Atlantis sedum. Oh man, these guys are everywhere. Atlantis sedum is so pretty. Look at this. This is spurge sedum, which I'm told might be invasive in my area. Ooh. And also like poisonous to the touch, but I've touched it and nothing's happened. Another sedum, that's the same one as at the back. There's the pink Veronica speedwell that I was talking about, that should be on the other side as well. Anyways, that's what it looks like. There's some white Veronica speedwell as well. There's the last of the dwarf delphinium that I'd planted here 2 summers ago. I can't believe it's lasted 3 summers, like shocking. I have some Angelina sedum, some gray sedum that's not as prolific as the Angelina or the dragon's blood, but it's like, I love it. It's very pretty. Some more of the echinacea. Oh, this I'm so disappointed with. So it's a Russian sage, and as you can see here, everything on this side of the plant just did not grow back. So it looks like if it's gonna be like this one tiny spear every year, like it's not happy. It's not happy in this spot. So I don't know what it is. Maybe the soil's too rich or alkaline, or I don't know what it wants, but it's not loving life here. It's only its 2nd summer, so I'm going to give it another chance next year. Also not loving life is this, you can't even see it. Here, I'll do the top. It's called Little Angel 9-bark, and I had to cut so much out of it because it got powdery mildew everywhere. So I think what I'm gonna have to do, and it still does, that's powdery mildew down there. So I'm gonna have to, because it looks ridiculous. It doesn't have powdery mildew up here, but it's like there's such a huge gap here with no, everything had to go because all of this stuff was completely like crunchy. So I had to cut it off. And I think I am gonna cut it to the base here in the winter and let it reflush out. Because yeah, it is supposed to look like that though. It's so pretty when it's healthy. It was only healthy its first year, and then I moved it and it was like struggling ever since. Here I have some heucheras just surviving, and today I actually took out my dianthus, took out all the dead, separated all the roots, and then put in what was left alive because it had just died on one whole side. So I have not seen that one flower yet. And oh, this carpet that you see on both sides, there's some over there as well. That's just creeping phlox. And this one too, this dianthus here, it's gonna bloom, but I had to cut out all the dead in the spring for that one. And so yeah, struggling. Okay, that's my island bed. And okay, so veggies is like a new thing for me. This much. Like, these are beets, and we obviously have some sort of damage. It looks fungal, but I don't know. It could be bugs or blight. Gosh, it really does look like blight now that I look at it. But they're ready to harvest, so they're gonna come out tomorrow. You can kind of see that they're ready. So it should be okay, should be fine. And then something's also eating the broccoli. And we put this broccoli in kind of late, and it definitely needed protection. So these are things to note next time, that we'll be putting these underneath the covers that I have. Here are the carrots. And when you pull one out, they're still not big enough, so we have to wait longer. But we've been harvesting from the sweet peas and the beans. We have climbing purple beans and we have green bush beans. Look at this, and this smells so good, these sweet peas. It smells so nice. Here we have cantaloupe that just started flowering this week. So I'm hoping one of the flowers will produce a fruit, but I don't see that it has so far. I only see the male flowers. That's okay. We've been getting lettuce nonstop for like 6 weeks. It just keeps growing. When we keep harvesting, we've got some tomatoes. There we go. We got more tomatoes on this side. I took off the tops because the strawberries are done. Well, I thought the strawberries are done, but they're pushing out, they're pushing out some more blooms. But something's eating the strawberries. So as soon as I took off the protected top, like the mesh from here, boom, bugs immediately, or worms, I'm not sure. Actually, it is worms, it's green worms. Like, it's not worms, it's larvae, right? From like some butterfly or moth egg. And you'll find them crawling all over and just eating it. So we'll have to keep the top on, and the tomatoes will go somewhere else, and we'll put like the beets and the broccoli and these, obviously these strawberries will stay right here. So the beets and the broccoli and spinach have to be under a cover because those are the ones getting eaten right now. I have some basil. It's not like growing too fast. Like, it's growing kind of slow. These are tomatoes that I actually just planted from tomatoes I bought at the grocery store that I happen to really like. So, I mean, I hope it tastes the same. We'll see. We've got some cilantro finally growing here, and then we have some dill that has bolted. This and is flowering now, but we're gonna let it flower because the bees love them. But it's like, it's going crazy, but it smells so good when you do this. Oh, love that. Here we have some cucumber, and you can see there. I did have this undercover as well, but I tested it out, and it seems like the squirrels are leaving it alone this year. Usually they'll take that as soon as it's that size. They'll take it, they'll grab it. But you know what? These have spikes on them, and I used to grow. These are English cucumber, and they have spikes on the babies and on the mamas. God, which makes me think they're not English cucumber. I don't know. Anyways, so I used to get Lebanese cucumber, and they were very smooth. They were always just smooth, and I think that allowed for the critters to eat them. Whereas these are kind of prickly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're English cucumber. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, that's basically it. That's the backyard for now. So I feel like I've taken a step back. I've moved so much stuff, especially on this border, that it's almost like I'm back to year 2. Here I'm definitely still like just normal year 3. It looks like year 3. But because of this side, I feel like it's sparse. So I'm really excited for next year when all the phlox comes in, and that grass will come in hopefully, and the Nineberg that I transferred hopefully will grow, and then it'll look full again because right now it does not look full. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the grass, wow, the grass really needs watering, doesn't it? That's okay. It's supposed to rain tonight. Yeah. My lovely trees. Isn't that gorgeous? I have so many trees in my yard. I'm so lucky. Okay. Well, I think I got everything in the backyard. Like, I think I mentioned everything once. And this will help me because, again, I move things around so much that in next spring, when things start peaking up, I'm gonna be like, what's that? What's that again? Like, just because I've moved things around, like, just learning what likes to be where and what thrives and what does not thrive. And I'm not gonna fight things. Like, if something is dying, like, I'll propagate it maybe and try one more time. But if it's like, if this dianthus doesn't take, I'm just gonna let it die out. The same thing with the delphiniums. Just, you know, if they don't love it, then that's too bad. I'll just get something else. Like, the phlox seems to really like it here, so I'm gonna stick with that for sure as a like a backdrop between shrubs. But yeah, so it's looking great. I am going to be propagating like drought tolerant plants for the front yard because I really don't want to have to water the front yard too much. So all those sedums and the creeping phlox, as well as the lamian, those are good choices for the front, just to have kind of almost like a natural mulch down, because I'm not buying mulch. So I'm gonna put those down and hopefully they'll spread. And I know if I put them now, they're just going to, like, that's why I'm hesitating. I don't want to put them now because they're just gonna like dry up almost. The best time to plant them so that they spread fast is in the spring, in the cooler weather, and it's only gonna get hotter from now until September. So I'm like, I don't really like, it's just, I don't know, I'm gonna plant them and then they're all gonna dry up and look awful. So I might just wait until the fall to plant them. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I think that's it. So until next time.